Alright, the next thing is we're going to work on our body a little bit. We're going to kind of, let's just kind of get this, in this area kind of where it not flat, but it makes the head look like it's rounded. Just like that. See how you kind of just bring it up like that and okay, the next thing we want to do is to do our arms, which will come. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just sort of take a little bit more off. I'm just going to kind of round this off in here. Now we're going to bring our arms down. Your arms will come down and go like this and come up and go like that. Okay? And on the other side we're going to do the same thing. The arms will come down like that. They'll come forward, come up, and then come like this. Okay? So let's go ahead and cut in to our arms. We're not going to go real deep because the snowman wouldn't have that. Okay? And we're going to cut a little bit into here. Not too deep. Like I said, a snowman, he's not a okay, let's bring it back just a little bit. It's a little bit too forward, and let's just bring it back. And let's make our cut for his hands to be in his pockets, okay? And then let's come back here. What we're going to do is we're just going to kind of come back here and make a little cut back here to show where the arms are going to be, just like this. Okay, then we can kind of shape our arms the way we want it, but they're not going to be real deep like a lot of the other figures that we do a lot of times, because of the simple fact that this is a snowman. This is not a person. Okay, now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to make a cut and cut down here, and we're going to move some there, and we're going to make a cut down here like this and come up here like that. Now I can already see this is too thick compared to this one over here, so we're going to bring it back. Okay, see, just like that. And we're going to cut up like that, and then we're going to run a little cut down here like this, and voila, there's our little arms. And we'll move them back even a little bit further. And let's go ahead and cut, or make our cut for it to fit inside of our thing, our pocket. See how it looks from the back? I'm going to make a little bit deeper cut here, and where it shows from the back. And I'm going to make a little bit deeper cut here. Okay. And I want to bring this back just a little bit more. This is forward too much. I'm going to cut in a little bit more in here and in here, so to make it look like, okay, his hands are in the pockets. Alright, now let's go ahead And we'll get back to that later. We'll shape that a little bit more. Let's get back to here and kind of round our little snowman off. And we're going to do some more things to him. I'm going to put a little detail in him. Now let's look at him. See? Okay. We're going to put a little detail in him. And what we're going to do, we're going to put a little coat on him. And this coat is going to come down, and it's going to come down here and go across. It's going to come down here in the middle and go across to the back, and it's going to meet back here. Okay? See, everybody see that? We come down to the middle and we come out like this. Alright? Now, I'm just going to kind of cut this in here, run the knife along this entire back. And I tell you what, why don't we just go ahead and when we get here, let's bring it up a little bit. Come back down here like this. Okay, how's that sound? We'll make the back kind of like the front a little bit. And then we do this. Run our knife like that, and then just kind of come up right here. And then from the bottom here, we're going to take some off. Okay? We go around it to give the indication of a coat. There we go. Doesn't have to be real deep. Now you can make it straight. It doesn't have to curve up in the back like this. I just decided to do it. Okay, now we see that. Just gives an indication of a little coat. And what we want to do is we want to go on the sides and kind of round this off at the bottom here. Okay, see that? That gives an indication right there. And let's go ahead and just put that in there just a little bit, okay? Let's just bring that back a little bit in there. Okay, remember this is just a little fantasy snowman, so I want to dig a little bit deeper up underneath here, bring that all underneath, so it makes that head stand out even more when we do it. Just like that. There you go. Now, what we want to do is in the front here, I want to go ahead and put a little scarf on him. So I'm going to draw a little scarf right here like this, and then I'm going to come across like that, and I'm going to draw it up like this, okay? Because the scarf is going to kind of hang down, and it goes around and it does the same thing on the back. In other words, it goes down like this, comes across like this, and comes up like that. Okay, it's just like a little scarf is all it is. And I'm just going to draw that. Now you can use your V tool to create this little scarf if you want to, or you can do it with a knife, and we're going to do it with a knife. So I'm going to just cut in like this, cut up like this and bring my knife all the way around here. See, I'm cutting on the outside of it, just like that. And then I come from the outside and I take, so that this will stand out, this sweater, not this sweater, but this scarf will stand out. Okay, let me just get a little bit, and that this will stand out. Okay, and we're going to kind of move that a little bit so it looks like it's coming down, and then I go around it completely and I just cut the outside of it so that it shows like it's a scarf. It's like three-dimensional in a lot of ways. And take here and I cut there, and you take this and you take the tip of your knife and you cut that away. So you have your little scarf that that goes across. Now you have your scarf coming down like this, in other words, and so we want to bring it down just a little bit. It doesn't stand out that much, which brings a little bit more from the head right here. Now you can have it coming either which way. I'm just going to have it just sort of going this way over his shoulder and everything like that, okay? And of course on a scarf you have the bottom part here that you cut and come from this part up like that. You know that the scarf's got its little tassel, as we say, that belongs right there. Because this is a small piece, you don't have a lot of room to work to do a whole lot of detail, but enough, you know. And you do the same thing on the back of the scarf. You bring it down a little bit, and you make your little tassel. I'm going to take a little bit more off in here, and you cut down like that, and then you come from the inside and you remove that. Okay. Now let's go ahead and just, I think my time is almost up for this, so we'll come back. I'm going to get my V tool, and we want to bring this down just a little bit, this scarf, just like that, and we'll make our little thing and round him off a little bit more, and then we'll I'm probably going to use a little toothpick for the nose, and we'll maybe make him some little eyes and stuff like that. But this thing only stands about 2 3/4 inches high, so we've got us a little snowman here that is only about 2 3/4 inches high. As you can see, I do not become aggressive with these little pieces. It's very, very small cuts, very, very light cuts, and so we'll come back.